Imagine this, your bestie has just started dating someone new and you can't stand them. So how do you approach this? It's a really awkward social dilemma. Is it a deal breaker for their relationship? For your friendship?
It's a tricky one, so joining us in studio with all the answers is relationship expert Dr. Wendy Walsh.
Wendy,
hello.
how great.
Such a treat to have you here. Welcome back to Sydney.
I'm loving it being in Sydney. I may not go to Los Angeles ever again. I'll just move here.
Well,
we're the better option.
We endorse that decision. So should friends ever get to have an opinion on who you date?
Absolutely. Because, you know, relationships are a bridge between tribes, and those tribes are family or friends, and you need to have the tribal approval and to weigh in. I used to host a show called something about death, brides and grooms that murder each other, basically, on Investigation Discovery.
Fantastic.
And it was always people that eloped, that didn't have the approval of the friends and family.
Right.
Yeah, happily never after.
So assuming friends don't like a friend's new partner, right? And there are things that are fair to, it's fair to say that should they just not mention things or keep off the table? Should you just go wholeheartedly into it and be like, I don't like this person? Or can you go just breadcrumb it first?
Well, here's the important thing. You can only comment on things you actually see and hear and be specific.
Yeah.
And
You can't say the vibe's off.
you can't, you can't say that's a shady person. Or, you know what, that's a jerk. That's a global assessment you don't need to do. You can't criticize the way they look or the way they dress. But if they say something that might be, say, racist, you can say to your friend, you know, I heard that last night. What was that like for you, kind of thing. Just let them know that you're watching and you're aware.
What about in the case where you know that this person is not good for your friend?
Yeah.
And you can maybe see changes happening in your friend. How do you bring that up? How do you approach that conversation?
And that's what you need to comment on. You know, you're different around them. I'm wondering what the experience is like for you. I notice when they're around, you're less outgoing or whatever. You want to comment about something specific and you want to ask them what it felt like to them. But then you have the right to share your feelings. So you can say, you know, when she said that, I was kind of taken aback. I felt like I wanted to protect you. And just sort of let them know that you're watching and you're aware, because you're part of their personality. Friendships are all pieces of our personality, and you want to keep that part alive in them.
But, you know, we've spoken to you for so long now, and you'll be the first one to say that beginning part of a relationship is just a dopamine explosion.
Yeah.
How, as a friend, are you supposed to cut through that and go, I know you're having a great time. I know that everything's going on and it's really lusty and all cool, but something ain't right.
Yeah, well, you said that very well. But also, you just need to be there, and you just need to wait it out, right?
Yeah,
because we know that love is the biggest delusion we have. It's a cocktail of neurohormones that's so delicious, and it makes us unable to really see it. But if you're a friend, I want you to determine, well, is this person somebody you just don't like, or are they being abusive emotionally or whatever with your friend? And if it's somebody you just don't like, maybe you want to just bite your tongue so you still get on the wedding invitation list. But if they're being abusive, you need to kind of stay around and be there to support them.
And that's the
when
thing,
it gets bad.
because it's a delicate balance of not doing something that's going to make them push you away as a
Exactly, because the two of them will collude against a common enemy, now you.
Okay,
so you can't criticize them too much.
So let's say the new partner and the friend have agreed they mutually dislike one another. So can the person carry on maintaining both of those relationships but just keeping them separate?
Yeah, I actually have friends like that. I don't really love their partner, but I know for formal occasions they're always going to be there when we do couple things. But I make a point to do stuff alone with my girlfriends and leave the partner out
Girls'
of it.
night.
And you don't talk to the other person when they're there, or you just like, so,
I say
hey,
things
Beth,
like,
good to see you.
Oh, no, I'm polite, and I can
How's
have
the
a nice
weather?
public personality and be polite.
Yeah.
But when I'm alone with my friend, I'll say, hey, how does it feel to you when that person's so critical? And so just kind of keep that alive a little bit and just ask them about their feelings. Don't comment about their bad. What is that like for you? They might say, as a friend said to me recently, you know what, my dad was like that. It just feels familiar.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Okay, that's another conversation. Lie back, we have some therapy to do. Yeah, okay. Hey, Wendy, great to have you
Good
here.
to see
Thanks
you.
for
Love to have you in the
dropping by.
country.
Stay with us straight ahead. Bad behaving